This video you're about to watch is probably the worst from a creative standpoint. In fact, there's no creativity whatsoever. I just finished a meeting. I wanted to share this idea. This concept is powerful, and I guarantee it'll help your business if you pay attention. Let's get started. Darrell Evans here. Listen, I just finished a meeting and I just thought I'd summarize what's on this paper for you, because what I did with this business owner that I was just meeting with was essentially break down a simple methodology for how you have success with Google Adwords or paid advertising in general. Now, I'm not going to explain what's on this page. I'm actually going to go ahead and draw it out for you over here on this page. So bear with me if you can. I'll do it as fast as I can. The very first thing we need to think about is your buyer's journey, right? So right here, we've got just a simple, very bad diagram of a sales funnel. And the first thing we want to do is think about where people are going to enter the funnel, right? So there's space number 1, space number 2, and space number 3. So we call this section the awareness section. We call this section the consideration section. And we call this section the decision section, right? Pardon my chicken scratch. So when we think about the process of buying AdWords, a lot of people want to spend all their money right here in the bottom. The problem is only 4% of the traffic is sitting there, right? So that leaves 96% of the buying traffic at the awareness or consideration stage. So what is going on at the awareness stage? Someone becomes aware that they have a problem that they need to solve, or a pain, right? Then they start considering alternatives. That's probably the worst word I could have used right now, or solutions, right? And they start thinking about alternatives or solutions. 96% of the people are doing that. So here we go, right? So let's say the person's budget is $2,000 a month, which in this case, that was the budget, okay? So, and let's just say hypothetically, we're gonna spend $20 to get a click, right? Now, if you're in a competitive niche, it could be $20. In this case, it was legal. It was the legal industry, okay? So let's do some simple math, right? $20 a click, we're gonna end up with 100 clicks to the website, okay? You with me? Now, I was showing her another campaign where we're getting an 8% conversion rate to appointments, an 8% conversion rate. So from click to people filling out forms, we're getting 8%. So let's do some easy math. That means 8 leads. Not bad, okay? 8 leads. The problem is, how many of those people are gonna convert to actually appointments, right? So let's say 4 of those are gonna actually convert to appointments, because when 8 leads come to your website after clicking on a Google ad, we don't know where they are in the funnel, but let's assume we do get 8 leads together. So that means 4 of those might make it to your office, or if you're a service provider, of course, they make it to your office. Now, what's interesting is you might close, let's just say you're really fantastic and you convert 50% of those people. Let's actually say you convert 3 of those people, okay? So let's say you convert 3, you're converting 75%. Not bad if you're thinking that if your average buyer pays you $2,000, in this case, that's what the average buyer is. So the ROI there is still $6,000, right? And some people would say, well, that's great, but here was her concern. Darrell, I've been told this before. I've had other marketing companies say that they could do this before, but it never really worked out. And I said, well, listen, the problem was they were hoping that nothing went wrong between these 8, these 4, and these 3. Well, here's the problem. That rarely works. Let me tell you why it doesn't work. Because the service provider isn't always available to talk to the 8 leads. The 8 leads get followed up on 2 days after the fact, after they hit the website. They may not have even converted the appointments. They may not even know how to sell. So this is a variable. But let me tell you how we make this work a little bit better, right? So what we know is we did get 100 clicks to the site, right? The problem that most marketers face that they don't handle properly is they have nothing in place for remarketing. This is a terrible video. I'm all over the place. They have nothing in place for remarketing. So if we got 100 clicks, and let's say we did get the 8 leads, well, that means 92 people we have to follow up with, right? So what we like to do is put something in place for remarketing so that now we can run ads all over the little interwebs and show those ads to those people who didn't convert yet. That's going to increase our conversion rate to appointment. But more importantly, we also like to spend a lot of time talking about this center section, and we like to put something called an opt-in offer on the website. And this may be a checklist, it might be a guide, it might be something like that. Very simple. All we want them to do is give us an email address. We ideally, in this case, would like a first name. And then we put them on an 8-part email drip sequence. This drip sequence is designed to build trust, authority, and increase conversion. That is a terrible drawing, okay? So really quick, $2,000 campaign, $20 a click, 100 clicks. We're gonna say 8 converted, 4 people booked appointments. Let's say all 3 of them came in and they closed them. They made $2,000 a sale, times 3, that's $6,000. That's actually still a positive ROI. The problem is that's not exactly how the math works out, because there's all sorts of variables. The 8 leads, you may or may not be able to get them on the phone. You might email them and they don't reply. And that's the issue when you're going from Google. You're not the only person on Google that they saw. So let's say you do get the 4. You might suck at closing. We've had plenty of clients who sucked at closing. We're gonna actually teach you how to do that. But where we help get clients ROI, and we guarantee it in the first 90 days, is we come back and have a very robust situation to go after the 92 people who didn't convert today, because somewhere along the line they were in step 1 or step 2 and they weren't ready to make a buying decision. This is where a lot of marketers fall flat on their face. So we put systems in place to remarket, we get them back to the website, we offer them something of value, then now we start getting conversions there. And now when they are here, especially in a business where it's not emergent, then they may not make a decision right now. So we get them in here, we get their first name and email if we can, we put them into a 8-part email sequence. In most cases, that's gonna work for a professional service firm. It could be 12, it could be 16, depending on the length of the buyer's journey typically. We're building trust, authority, and increasing conversion. This was an absolutely horrible video, but I needed to share this concept with you because everyone who's struggling with lead generation, especially from Google Adwords, I hear the same complaint over and over again. There are 3 places someone could be when they click on your ad. And if they're not ready to make a decision, which only 4% are, you better have a process in place to get to the other 92, in this case, clicks on your website. If this works out perfectly, then you're home free at a 3 times ROI. But we like to get 6, 8, 10%. This is Darrell Evans. I just wanted to share this with you. I just finished this meeting. It's Friday afternoon. It's right before the end of the year. In fact, this is my last appointment for 2018. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Hey, this is Darrell. Listen, if you just watched that video, thank you so much. Listen, if you want to see how this process would work out in your business, the exact overlay of that exact diagram, a little bit cleaner, of course. I'd be happy to break that down for you in a strategy session. If you want to click the link above or below, be happy to set aside some time with you to discuss how this will work in your business, how you can start generating better ROI from your Google ads. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.